What's up everybody, my name's James. I'm doing a follow-up video to my Blackberry Passport experience video that I had put up about a week ago. And I do have to say I'm really amazed at the amount of views that I got from that. It was really cool. I did want to say thank you for the people that did leave comments down below. I did not realize that there were comments made because I didn't click on it until earlier today. And I just wanted to touch base on one comment that I did get. And just to be clear, I do appreciate a comment, especially the compliment that you gave me at the end of it. What I'm stating is that the other platforms that I mentioned, I've used in the past. And I'm not saying that they don't have any form of productivity. They do. They actually do. But for how much productivity is basically what I'm assuming I did not get across. And I'm not saying that they are not productive at all. They actually are. But for my personal experience and what I've noticed with my productivity, even just being able to reply to clients and also getting emails and quotes out and everything else, is that my productivity got so much faster using this phone. Just the fact that I had the physical keyboard alone helped me out so much, but just how fast this phone is and just the battery life on it, everything, and that is all I'm trying to say. So I'm not saying the other phones are horrible. I'm not saying that. I mean, like I said before, whatever phone you want to use is the phone you want to use. For me, the thing that really amazed me about the Passport is that I did notice my productivity got quicker. Being able to reply to, everything about it just kind of made my day a little quicker with having to deal with what I deal with in a day. And that's really actually what I was trying to say. I have nothing against those other platforms. I actually like the layouts. I like that. Me personally, I don't need apps. I'm not an app person, and I need productivity. And from my previous experience doing the exact same business that I'm in now with those phones, this gets me what I need. It does what I need, and that's basically what I'm saying. Depending on what you use your passport for, or what type of industry you're in, it might not be. It might be the same, as you said. But with me, with my industry, and how quick I need to be able to get in touch with people and be able to track things, and also just everything else that I do, the productivity that the passport gives me is a lot better. Again, I do appreciate the comment, and as I said before, it might be just two different situations that we don't that are not the same. So I mean, it's completely different. And thank you again for your comment. One thing I actually do want to give a shout out for is to Bart. If you do get a chance, check out his channel. It is Little Bite 76, and the reason why I'm bringing up Bart is whenever I have a question about the passport that I just don't have time to go onto YouTube, or if I'm like kind of in a meeting and can't go into YouTube, but sometimes in our meetings we can use our phones. This light is turning my face blue. It's so weird. There we go. Anyways, sorry. I just have to give a shout out to Bart. Whenever I get in touch with him with a question, even people in our BBM group will see this. Bart always replies to you if you have a question about BlackBerry, if he knows the answer. And the reason why I also kind of mentioned his channel is he does a lot of how-to videos where he'll give you a step-by-step thing. Now, with me personally, again, I've said it before, I don't use apps, but what I wanted to do is I wanted to get my music from iTunes off my Mac, or obviously they're still on my Mac, but I want to get my music from my iTunes onto my BlackBerry, and I just wasn't getting the right tutorials on how to do it, and he just gave me a whole rundown on how to do it, and it literally took me 5 minutes. That was it. And I really do appreciate that. Like, that's the thing, people are all part of communities and whatnot. And, with iPhone, Samsung, they all have their ways of putting people in touch with each other, and so you can stay in touch. The thing with BBM is it's the same thing. And, I've been using BlackBerry for years. I've had previous units. I did stop for a while and tried out the other platforms. And the one thing I always loved about BlackBerry is I could always meet new people. Again, same with any other phone though. I could always meet new people, but it's like a community. And it's all people that like BlackBerry. It's all people that tips and tricks about BlackBerry, and you come across everyone, and it's just a great feature to have. They really nailed it down with that. And there were other platforms that came after when BlackBerry had BBM and whatnot. And yeah, it's really good. I do have to say I enjoy it. And the fact that I can go on there and just ask a random question about something I'm not sure of, Pardon me. And you'll get like 10 responses on how to do it. Or even if you just want to be like, hey, everybody, how's your weekend been going? You know, again, it's the same thing with other phones. They have these same type of platforms, like Google has Google Play. I don't think that's right. iPhone has iChat, but now they also have a BBM app, because like that's the main thing that people missed about having a BlackBerry is BBM. And again, yeah, I mean, my experience with this phone so far has been nothing short of fantastic. Again, the battery life, oh my god, I just, what a godsend on that. And yeah, so I figured I'd just touch base, say hi to everybody, let you know where I'm at with that. Again, just to be clear, I'm not calling you out about your comment. I was just trying to clarify something. So yeah, hopefully everyone's having a good week and staying safe. And if you're in Vancouver, BC, enjoying these windstorms that we've been having that have been wreaking so much havoc over the city. It was actually kind of, no, it wasn't really funny. It's just people, yeah, it's an unfortunate situation, but it is what it is. One thing that actually did happen to me today, before I end this, is the most common thing I'm getting is, what is that? And I do have to say, I like showing people the functionality of the phone and everything else. I went to Earl's for lunch today, and the funny thing is that the waitress saw this and was just like, "Oh, is that the passport?" I'm like, "Yeah, it is." And she's like, "I've been thinking about getting one, but I'm worried about like how big it is." I'm like, "Oh, definitely. You know what? Here, try mine out. Go, you know, just mess around with it." And it, you know, at the end of the whole conversation, she's still mulling it over due to the size, but just all the features and whatnot. She had no idea that there was a native app for Instagram, which is iGran and whatnot. And it's just fun talking about people, especially because she used to be a fan of BlackBerry. She used to have all the newer units when they were coming out. But so, you know, like I said before, so people want to try out different platforms. You're more than welcome to try out different platforms. It's mainly what platform works for you. And for me, it's BB10 for my productivity. You know, I've used the other units and it's just not a good fit for me. This is a good fit for me. So I hope everybody liked the video. If you do, feel free to subscribe and like, and I will be making other videos not related to BlackBerry. I do plan on kind of making this a mix and match type of channel where I vlog about just random things, and sometimes I'll comment about BlackBerry and other phones. One thing I actually do want to check out though is with the new BlackBerry that's coming out, the Venice. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with that. One thing I am hoping that they do, because I know they're going to do an Android version from what I've been reading up on, or the news and rumors that have been going on. And the thing with that is, you know, what would be perfect, and I think they've been touching on this on articles now because BlackBerry has been reading the feedback, is that would be fantastic if they do that. It's a good move. I understand it. Like, strategically, it's really, really smart. But give people the option. If they want to use the Android OS, definitely let them do that. But give the option. Do you want to use like BB10 or do you want to use this? You click a button, okay, it loads BB10. Or you click Android, it loads Android. And that's the system that you use. That would be fantastic if you do that, because then you're staying to your original market, you're expanding on the new market, and that's that. Anyways, I'm rambling on. I'm going to try to stop this before it's 8 minutes and 30 seconds. So I hope everyone has a good week. Be safe out there. Don't text and drive, please. As you saw in my last video, please. And yeah, I'm going to go have dinner with my wife.